my brother-in-law's brother. He's a real good person.
Oh,
He's a
I'm
local.
sorry. I'm gonna admit that was me
Caleb's
because
kind of
I
he's
thought he
funny, but
was
he's weird
trolling.
at the same time. So
I'm so sorry. I thought he was trolling. That's why I was like,
no,
okay.
yeah, he was trying to
Yeah,
tell you guys to
I'm
have a little
sorry.
bit, get in his vehicle or something. So yeah, he was just being a little weird. So he's
Isle of
like
Black.
that.
He's just a dork. He
Well,
was asking me to
Yeah.
get in.
Caleb is my baby daddy.
Oh, I can unblock him.
Sorry,
unblock him.
Caleb. Sorry.
Didn't mean to do that.
No, you guys are good. Thank you so much for letting me come on.
No problem. Thank you for coming up. All right, let's see. Arkansas, she's been beaten a minute now. Excuse me.
Just
Ben, hey, little bit. How are you feeling today?
I'm holding in as best as I can.
Okay. Well, I messaged you earlier. So my question is relating back to the personal question the first question I ever asked you privately, and I kind of don't want to bring it on here, but you know what I'm relating to.
I kind of remember, but I'd have to go back through our chat.
When going back to what the autopsy is going to reveal.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So now this is going to lead up to the question that I'm going to ask. Okay. You had just said that she wasn't really going to her prenatal appointments regularly. Do you think that that could be one of the reasons?
Yes.
Okay.
Intrigued. Wait, hold on. What was that about?
Was it due to you don't have to answer rugs possibly in the system?
Yes.
So you think that she wasn't going because she would have popped positive?
Correct.
Do you think that has something to do with her expiration?
Honestly, I believe it does have something to do with it.
So let me back up to how Little Bit and I ended up. Well, I ended up talking to her because I was in one of her lives, and I reached out to her, and I will be the first to say I do not ask her personal questions. I don't. I just let her talk. But I did say I'm going to let you know straightforward when the autopsy comes back, and this is before all of this came about. I said when it is ruled undetermined or homicide or anything like that, if anything, a tox screen comes back, I said if anything is in her system, I said I want you to be prepared. Things are going to get ugly, and I want you to prepare yourself now. So
Yeah.
if you are going to tell her story, you be her voice before creators come on here and it gets nasty, because I personally, I dealt with the Caitlin Harp case. I don't know if you've heard the Caitlin Harp case. I live in that area, so I was one of the ones that was covering the
I
Caitlin
don't
Harp.
know.
I said
Well,
I want you to be able to be her voice before anybody else can be her voice. So I was one of the ones that I wanted to give her fair warning. It's going to get nasty. It's going to get ugly. So be her voice before anybody else can be her voice.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, no matter what, she's a human and she did not deserve what
I
she
do.
No.
Let me just say, drug
Hold on, let me
addiction
say something,
is
please.
a sickness, just like the flu, just like a disease. It is a disease. Sickness. I want people to understand that people don't become addicted and go through these routes because they want to be. It's something that happens. But just keep in mind that addiction is a sickness that can happen to any single one of us.
Yes, go ahead, Little Bit. Go ahead.
Okay, so I would like to say that I was over at Rebecca's on October 23rd, and I do know she has used that day because I tried to stop her and she would not listen.
That was October. Can I ask what was the choice? The drug of choice?
I would say ice cream in the best way.
Okay. Math.
Okay, I will be. You guys, I will. I'm sorry, my son's calling. Can I come right back as soon as?
Yeah, just
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, and don't feel anybody like my dad passed away from a OD, so I grew up, best, and I still think he's the best dad in the whole world. So just so you guys know that there's no judgment on that.
Can I ask you, do you know about her other children? Was she sober or using with those children?
With her last one, she was using.
Was the baby born in withdrawals?
Yes.
Is it possible that she went into labor that day and they tried to deliver the baby and everything just went wrong from there and they got scared and tried to hide it? Do you think that it could have been she was doing something that night and kind of OD'd and they were trying to?
It is very possible.
Do you think that all of this was malicious, or do you think that they could have tried to get that baby out thinking like, oh man, she OD'd, we're gonna get in trouble, let's try and save the baby?
It was definitely malicious.
Well, because Kimmy, I mean, you got to think about it. Kimmy did go on and say she did not OD. I mean, you got to look at it that way as well.
I remember her saying that. Anything that Kimmy or Courtney or any of them at this point said, though, holds no water with me. Just
Oh,
because
you're 100% correct. Well, you're 100%.
That's the only reason I was asking. Yeah. I just
Yes, I mean, you're 100% correct, but you also got to remember with a pathological liar, which at this point I feel all of them are, at
agree.
points there is always a truth to
Right.
a little bit of something that they say.
Right. And I completely agree with that. Yeah.
And I personally feel out of all of them, Brad is the only one I feel showed that he wanted to get something off of his chest.
Yeah. I feel
mean,
like
if you
Brad's
look-
the one that I've heard the least about. So I think that says something.
Yes, if you look at all of the interviews that Jax did, and Piper's, and all of them, and even when Courtney was blabbing her mouth on all of the TikToks, the only time Brad got mad was when he said, I am not going to get blamed to be the one that did it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when he got angry.
Yeah.
But if you watch his demeanor, he looked like he just wanted to get something off of his chest.
Yeah.
And then he is the one that when they took him in, he sang like a canary.
Now, do you know Brad?
Personally, I don't know. No, I just ended up talking to Little Bit and then Mrs. Moreland in there, because of the chats. And like I said, I just feel that if they wanted to talk, I was willing to listen.
Now, Little Bit, you said you know them all. Do you think that Brad was malicious in this, or was just there and knew about it?
I think he was just there and knew about it.
So you don't think he would have done anything malicious? You think he just would have let bygones be bygones and just let them do their thing?
Yes.
You think it was ultimately Kim and Courtney? I don't want to put words in your mouth, so you tell me what you believe, who they were.
I believe it was Courtney, Kimmy, Rich's baby mama, Ashley, and Caveman.
Oh, you think Ashley and Caveman had something to do with it? Can I ask what would their motive be? Allegedly, guys, all speculation at this point. Y'all, what is up with Rich? I mean, does he have
What is so special about this man in your guys' county? What is so special about this man in your county?
I mean, it's got to be hanging low for trying to jump on that train.
Because everybody around loves that man for the rugs that he can give them.
That's what I was just going to say. So Does this go back? So I asked you last night about the compound, and
Yeah.
you had said that it had just recently got raided.
Yeah.
So Rebecca had just recently gone to the hospital and knew that she was 1 centimeter dilated. So being that she had just gone to the hospital, that means that they would have done blood work. Child Protective Services would have automatically gotten involved, which means the day that she would have given birth, Child Protective Services would have gone to the house regardless if she was keeping that baby or not, because that is her residence. That means if you look at his charges, that is manufacturing. That means he is doing that in the house, and distribution. That house, that whole compound would have gone down.
Right.
Correct? I mean, am I or am I not wrong? So that puts Rebecca in danger, not just with Rich, but that whole compound.
Right.
So now you said Ashley was sleeping with Rich.
Yes.
So then why would they help? So then Caveman would have been pissed off that Ashley, his girlfriend, was sleeping with Rich, right?
Yes.
So why would they help him unalive the baby mama when they should have unalived him? Because he would that.
Nika wouldn't sleep with Caveman, and when somebody wouldn't sleep with him, he would get pissed off about it.
So who wouldn't sleep with Caveman?
Rebecca.
Who was pissed off? Caveman?
Yes.
So Caveman wanted to sleep with Rebecca. He was pissed off. Ashley wanted to sleep with Rich and was sleeping with Rich, and I guess Caveman didn't care that Ashley was sleeping with Rich.
No, because Caveman was sleeping with everybody else that he could sleep with.
So they were swingers. Apparently they were all just sharing. But still,
Pretty
I don't
much.
understand. Then what? So Caveman's motive and Ashley's motive is just to keep her man happy. So their motive would have been because because Rebecca didn't sleep with Caveman?
I'm not too sure. I know, like, she swung both ways.
Okay.
But I know she always said that she wasn't interested in Caveman.
This is, guys, again, this is all just speculation. We're just throwing this out there. None of this is fact. I just want to reiterate.
Did they all do like hang out and do rugs together?
Yes, they did.
Okay.
Was there, and I mean no disrespect, and you don't have to answer this if you don't want to, but were there like group activities going on, like physically between all of them, or like maybe like in groups of threes, or like a couple with like someone else?
I know they have done things like that before, but I don't know how many times.
Gotcha.
So I'm just trying to think about this, guys. Give me 1 second. Hey, Salt Life, did you have a question?
Yes, I thought, and I hop around, to be honest, to all the
I
different
love that voice. I hear the cornbread in your voice.
Georgia.
Sounds Georgia. Okay.
Aw.
You should come down here, Ivory, if you like it. There's everybody talks in Mississippi. The cute accent, yeah.
I had heard somewhere, and I want to say maybe it was when Ashley was talking about the hospital visit, maybe, but that Becca had decided to be clean right there in October, so she would be ready to be good for the baby and for her.
Right, but is that really a thing? That's easier said than done?
I don't know, because I've never, yeah.
I feel like as an addict you can
So even with
try, but it doesn't mean
even with long-term use during pregnancy, cleaning in October it's still in your system.
Well, I'm just kind of debunking the OD part because Kimmy's
Okay.
statement was that Courtney over the head with something when they got
Well,
into an argument that night. That was her confession.
right, and the thing is we're not even going to know until trial because they're not going to release
Right,
that.
right.
They're not even going to release that.
Yeah, I don't know. I just, in my gut, I don't think it was by her fault. I think it was. Brad covered it up for her, and I think somehow Kimmy knew or walked in or something, so she told Kimmy what happened and then held over the threats over her head to help her, keep her cover. And I think it got to a point where Kimmy, and I'm not saying Kimmy's completely innocent because the moment that happened to my sister, I'd have been at the police station, but this whole case is so intertwined and crazy and things that you can't even imagine. But I do think maybe that's why Kimmy has the charges she has, because she was not a part of it. And it's a way to pieces together and somewhat protect her. And I honestly, as much of a dirtbag that Rich seems, I don't think he had anything to do with it. I mean, I think he fed her rugs for their whole relationship, but I don't think he had a hand in what went on either. But
So
that's just
I don't necessarily agree with you with Rich not having anything to do with it. I think that that's one reason why they are holding him and Kimmy both on such high bonds, because they had to hold them on something until they could put bigger charges on them. And being that they knew for a fact that he was manufacturing, they knew for a fact that he was dealing, that's why they could get him on something. And the same with Kimmy, is they knew that she had lied to the police and they knew that she had tampered with that cell phone. They could get her on those charges right then and there. They had to wait for Brad and for Courtney, because you only get one shot and you get one shot only.
right.
So that's why I don't agree with the Rich and with the Kimmy thing.
Yeah, first of all, like I said before, I can't take anything Kimmy said into account because I think, one, she's just as guilty as everybody. Two, I think the charge of reporting a felony, lying and reporting a felony, you gotta wonder if they don't think that she has something to do with it. And here you are saying that she's missing, meanwhile you're the reason she's missing. She was sleeping with the girl's husband or fiance or whatever. There's no way that she was innocent. Everyone
Well, they all slept with everybody. Seems like nobody was off limits.
That's the truth. That's the truth, But at the same point, how recent was Kimmy sleeping with Rich?
It was like a month ago.
Now, granted, everybody's sleeping with each other. When we're pregnant, we're super emotional, and even worse, we tend to like our significant others even more. And I feel like here I am carrying a baby, and my sister's going to sleep with my man. That right there, I feel like there had to have been a guilt from Kim. I feel like Kim might be playing this just as big. I think she's just as involved, and she's playing it out of guilt. And that's just my opinion.
I agree.
Everyone's entitled to theirs. I just feel like Kimmy is playing all this crap out of guilt because she did something, and she's been doing something behind her back the whole time. And that's just my opinion. You don't have to agree with it.
Now, have you ever had a negative interaction with Courtney?
Yes, quite a few times. Courtney threatened me while I was pregnant with my youngest, and then when I asked her if she knew where Rebecca was, she flipped out on Facebook and threatened me.
I mean, you told me about your interactions with Rich when you tried to get in between the two of them. You told me that last night, but I just wanted to know if you had any with, with Courtney. I mean, that's just. What about Brad? Have you ever had any interactions with Brad?
Brad was actually engaged to my mother when I was younger.
Oh.
He actually lived with my mom when my mom had me. And honestly, like, he pretty much stuck to himself. Even when he had his kids, he did nothing with them.
And he has 13 children, right?
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was 10. And then she wanted Bentley as one.
Bentley's not one of his kids.
I
Bentley
know.
belongs to somebody named Chuck.
Bentley's
said he had
Who's Bentley's father?
Bentley's father's name is Chuck.
No, she said he has 10 kids, but then Bentley, and I think she was meaning he was a father to Bentley, not really his father.
Yeah. I mean, so
with Courtney attacking pregnant women.
Out of jealousy, maybe?
Didn't she attack Paige?
Who's Paige? Is Paige the friend?
Paige, the where this all started.
Yes.
Yes. She attacked Paige with a baseball bat. Pregnant in her front yard.
Yes, she did.
I was also told today that she has an assault charge against her for attacking somebody with her prosthetic leg.
Wait, what?
I don't mean to laugh about
Please.
that, but
Yeah,
wow.
I was told that she had a charge today for attacking somebody with her prosthetic leg.
And that's just alleged, guys. We can't
That's
get that.
yes, that's something that I was told today.
This is all alleged for educational and entertainment purposes.
Y'all,
So-
I can't.
It's definitely entertainment.
Oh my god.
This is
I
like
don't know who Mouthy is, but I want to make it very clear. Little Bit is not Paige. For everybody attacking Little Bit inside of the comments, Little Bit is not Paige.
Yeah, guys, can we stop saying little bit is Paige and
Little Bit knows that the internet is the internet. That's why she's getting Rebecca's story out. She knows things are not perfect. This is her willingly. She's been told prior if she feels uncomfortable with any questions to do not answer them. So she is well aware as well of that.
Little bit. Are you the one that early on when Paige was on live, she had you ride by Courtney's house? I can't remember why.
Yes, and that's because she heard that the cops were out there.
Okay, yeah. Okay. And you're kin to Paige, right?
No, just a friend.
Okay. Are you kin to somebody in all this?
No, I'm just Rebecca's best friend.
Okay.
A little bit. Do you know somebody named Shaylin in the comments that's coming after you pretty hard?
what is who Shay? Who?
I can mute them and block.
I know
It's not-
Shaylin.
It's not the one that we were with that was in your live last night. It's somebody completely different.
Yes, somebody completely different. I don't know who she is.
If Shaylin is being
I know.
rude once, if she continues,
She's saying that little
I
bit
know
is
Shaylin.
Y'all better keep it cute in the comments or get muted or blocked. Like, this
try
is
not
her
to block.
opportunity. She came here on her own to talk about her friend who sadly has tragically passed away. Show some respect or show yourself out. Period.
guys, keep it respectful. Believe people, don't believe people. State your opinions. Just keep it respectfully. State them. Caleb wants to come up. Is everyone okay if I bring? Who's Caleb? That the one?
Yes, the baby daddy.
Oh, that's who's going after Sam for blocking him.
That's somebody else's baby
I'm really
daddy.
sorry. I'm so sorry for
Baby
blocking.
daddy.
I was
Is he somebody
confused.
else's baby
I
daddy?
wasn't going after anybody.
I'm just kidding.
I was trying to make some jokes because it seemed like everything was getting a little tense. But um, no, there's also that I don't know who Mousy is, but she's like steady everything. Like everything, Lil Bit has said. She's like, yeah, but that's bull crap. That's bull crap. No, that. And I'm like, say so. I'm trying to figure out who that is.
Guys, if you see it, mute it. It's not even, you know what? My advice is I don't even read the comments. No, try
Can I
not to
say
read the
something real
comments because
fast?
it's just going to get you aggravated. It's not worth it.
Is it Mouse Truth or something? The one that's in the medical field that travels to Florida and back? Because she has Mouse in her name.
No, it's just like it legit just says Mousy and it
Oh,
has like emojis.
okay. It's not her then.
Well,
I'm
someone
watching the chat, so I got y'all.
biological name of Araya's mom. But can I say something real fast, not to try to interrupt? Shaylin was not trying to be rude to anybody. Araya, or sorry, oh my gosh, I keep saying everybody else's name. Little bit, she was not trying to come after you. That is, in a message for reasons, in a private message, I will tell you who that is. But that she was not trying to come after you. It was just being weird with the comments.
That's why I try not to block because sometimes it may come off as being rude and they're really not. So, yeah.
I'm the perfect example of that again. Doing that to Caleb. So, yeah.
Well, it looked very nasty when she was saying she's on math, she's on, and when it said your name. So it was looked pretty nasty.
As for Caleb, that's what you get for trying to get people to get in your van. Just saying, homie.
I was
Oh, is
trying
that
to.
what
Why would you,
happened?
I was trying
Caleb?
to
You
ask
don't
Lil Bit if
even
she wants
have
to
a
get.
van.
I
You
got
have a
Suburban.
Suburban. There's a difference.
We could still get in it.
So,
Homie.
You're not wrong.
let me ask you questions. Do you know these group of people as well as Little Bit does?
I know Rebecca because I was with Rebecca before she got with Rich. I knew Kimmy through Rebecca,
You dated
but I
Rebecca
really
before
wasn't
Rich.
before she got with Rich. So I was with her, and when I found out she was getting with Rich, I messaged her saying that that's not a good idea, just because I knew Rich personally, and I didn't like him. I knew his charges, and like I said, and yeah, I knew Kimmy through Rebecca, but I didn't really talk to Kimmy that much.
Okay. And Courtney and them? Did you know Courtney and them?
No, I didn't even honestly like even when I was with Rebecca, she never even brought up Courtney. So I didn't know she was
Before
gonna.
he was with Rebecca.
Hey, Ivory.
Yeah.
Shay was talking about Courtney when it came to the math part. She was not talking about anybody inside of the panels. She was tagging Little Bit's name to try to make it known that it was Courtney who was on math, not
Gotcha.
Little Bit.
She's fine. Yeah, she's good.
Um,
After
What was that, Caleb? You kind of cut out.
I said, I was like, now I feel bad for going after her like that because like the way it seemed like she was going after her a little bit.
No, I personally know her. She is very close to me. She does not have any rude intentions when it comes to like she just messaged me a private. She doesn't even know who Little Bit is. So,
Heather, you said you have a question. Did you want to type it in here? She just in big caps me, I have a question, so I wanted to let you know I saw that. Just big caps it so I don't miss it.
Thank you everyone for joining the live, by the way. We're talking about Rebecca K. Park, who was missing at the end of her pregnancy and has since been found deceased. And on the panel, we have a best friend of hers. and some close family friends as well. So please be respectful in the chat, and don't forget to tap the screen and show some love for free. Thanks for being here, guys.
Everything in discussion is speculation. We'll let you know if any of it is fact, but until then, I don't want people out running and taking what we're saying and using it as fact. Please don't. We're all just talking and trying to piece together things, but nothing that we are talking about right now is any bit of fact, and we will let you know when there is fact involved. I just want to put that out there and reiterate
Also,
that.
as far as it goes with the baby, we do not have any confirmation on the baby, and as of right now, I don't know if anybody else on the panel will agree with me. As far as it goes with the baby, I think that conversation, I hope that we find him, don't get me wrong, but due to all of the stuff that has happened, yes, by talking about that individual, we did find out where Rebecca was, and I want to say thank you to everybody who did take the time. I seen a couple of people come in. Bounty Hunter, thank you for all the work that you've done. Araya, thank you for coming up in the bubble, and everybody who's just talking about it. It really does. It is pretty amazing how some people do have the best when it comes to this community, and TikTok does do a pretty phenomenal thing. I mean, like I've said from the get-go, a lot of people did the protest because Gabby Petito, even though the cases are different, Gabby Petito went completely viral with people, especially TikTok, giving a word and talking about it and compromising and doing what Ivy is doing right now, allowing people inside of her bubble. As far as it goes with the baby, I think that as of right now, out of due respect, I think we're going to put that conversation as a pause because I feel like with people giving false accusations, it could tamper with the investigation.
Yes.
I do feel that with us talking about certain things, and especially with, I know that certain individuals are locked up right now, so they can't get inside of the panels. But we do not know as of right now who is all behind scenes, and I really do feel that with us talking about certain things, certain individuals, and y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, but certain individuals were one step ahead of us when it came to Rebecca. I feel like if the false accusations wouldn't have been said and people just running with the stuff that came out of people's mouth, I feel like Rebecca would have been found before she was found. And may her soul rest in peace, and may the people who love her and are here for her, and we're really close, may your guys' hearts and everybody have prayers for you guys tonight. But as far as the baby, I feel like putting that as a pause, so if we can stop questioning or asking questions about the baby out of the safety of the baby. I do not know the circumstances, and I know we all want the safety of the baby, but I don't want to compromise it. And I feel if we kind of put a pause on the false accusations, the baby could
What
be found.
Ivory and I and Pink spoke about prior is that's the issue. There's all this information going around and it's speculation and people think it's true and they're getting upset because they haven't found the baby yet. But again, we don't know where the baby's at. We need to leave it up to now the investigators.
The
And once
only
that
fact that we know about the baby is that the baby was not with Rebecca. Period.
yes,
Point blank. That's it.
all.
and Rebecca is the
Also,
mother. That's what
Also,
we
I
know.
was asked if Shaylin could please be unblocked. She does have information that she wants
Shaylin's
to
not
tell.
blocked because she's requesting right now. I just don't have room on the panel. Shaylin Ray
Okay.
26. Yeah, she's
Yes.
not blocked. Salty Life. Can I knock you down for a second?
Yes, just one question somebody had asked in the comments for Caleb. Do you know if Brad has a son named Connor?
I'm not 100% sure.
Yes, he does.
If
So
he's
like
a
I said,
minor, please don't mention
I
We
don't know
minors on my
that
panel.
family.
let's not talk about Brad's
If
other
the child is
children
a
that are not
minor,
involved.
yeah.
Yeah.
Please
So like I
stay.
said, I didn't know that side of the family.
Okay.
The only one I didn't even know Rebecca was even adopted. Like I had no idea about that until all this came to be.
And then somebody else asked, how long did you and Becca date?
Like a couple months.
Okay. All right, I'll drop down. Thank you.
Thank you for joining.
Thank you.
Here you go, Shaylin. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
You
Hi. So I was not talking about little bit at all. I'm very anxious because I live down the road from all of this happening, so I'm very shaky and um it automatically tags people when I type. Kimmy is
Apology.
actually dating my cousin.
Then I owe you an apology, and I will be the first to give it to you. So my
I
apology.
appreciate. Yeah, I was not attacking anybody. I don't know anybody other than Caleb and Miss Moreland. But I live down the road, so like I'm extremely shaky from all this going on with the kids and everything. Um, no, I've been on other lives and people have been attacking Kimmy, and somebody actually thought that I was on a fake profile. But she's actually dating my cousin.
So Kimberly is currently dating your cousin?
Yes.
Oh wow.
I found that out when I was watching the courtroom live. My family was sitting in the front row.
Who's your cousin?
Matthew Burns.
Okay.
Oh wow. So I guess he knows his family. What does he think about this?
He's honestly not talking to anybody. Jacob's kind of doing more of the talking. But I can tell you from a personal experience, like, they're very sweet and very, I don't want to say delayed, but like emotionally and socially, they don't really interact with people. So literally, we just figured this out the other day, me and my mom did. So we kind of got sucked into all the drama too.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I was not attacking anybody. I don't know anybody other than the two I said.
You're
But I
good.
live right down the road from all of it, so it's like,
So you live right down the road, but you don't know any of the players in this game.
I've never met. Well, that's a lie. I've met the stepdad. He used to date my mom forever ago.
Brad?
Yeah, forever ago, before she married my current stepdad.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying that because I feel like right now, with everyone knowing everybody and somebody, it really is a small town. I come from a city. I don't know how small town life works, but apparently, wow, people really do know everybody.
It's, yeah.
I mean, Cadillac's like, you can walk outside and at least 10 different people.
Like
Wow.
my nephews, we live in a small town now, and um, they would go, "Oh, we like this girl," and they'd have to tell us the name to make sure that they weren't related, because everybody,
Oh no, that's
knows
a
everybody.
real thing. Everyone thought me and my husband were related, and that is no. We just, it looks real familiar.
That was a battlefield for years because Shaylin is actually related to me. Her husband is my brother, and I don't know how many times I was asked, "Oh, so your brother and sister are dating?" And I was like, "Huh? What are you talking about?" Like,
Wait,
no, they're not.
you said Shaylin's.
I'm married to Miss Moreland's brother, her older brother.
Oh wow.
I've been married to him for almost 7 years.
We need like a
All of
family
you guys
tree.
are related or have dated each other or in that whole town is like
Related.
in one. It's a big
Cadillac's pretty much
circle.
like Alabama if you
At
look at
least
it,
you
but
got.
without the Alabama title.
Wait, and Shaylin, you said that your mom dated Brad.
Forever ago, yeah.
At least he
Like
wasn't rich.
back in
Because
the
I'm
early
currently just keeping the
2000s.
safe side.
So your mom dated Brad, and then little bit your mom was with Brad, correct?
Yeah.
Correct. I think Araya is away from the phone. Araya, if you are still by the phone, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm hanging in there.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure because you took a little bit of pause there, so you were kind of giving me a little.
Never mind, I know who Little Bit is. I'd never attack her.
Yeah, I didn't want to say her name on live but I can't answer messages, but you two know.
Yeah. No, no, I'd never attack anybody, but
I'm
no.
still trying to figure out how you know
Also,
me.
also back to the whole relationship thing in the small town. Okay, go play real quick. Yes, go play. Back to the whole small town dating thing. Somebody was suggesting motive from Kimmy because Kimmy and Becca dated the same guy or slept with the same guy. And this is where I got attacked because I said, well, unfortunately, this is Cadillac, and you'll find that in a lot of families here.
Yeah, see, I can see that. The problem was that Kim slept with Rich while she was still with Rich.
Mm-hmm.
So that's, I feel like, a little bit different. It's one thing to date the same guy because both of these ladies are dating men that their mother has dated, which blows my mind. Um, but Kimberly was sleeping with Rich while Rebecca was with her, which I think
Yes,
what
which
is
is
up with
very
these
common
young
around
women
here.
going after such older men? Because if they're dating the mother, and Courtney's 40, and these men are well into their 40s, 45, 47, whatever, why are these young 20-something-year-olds dating these older men? Are there no young guys in Cadillac?
Well, I still can't get over the fact that everybody except for Rebecca knew that Rebecca's baby daddy was sleeping with her sister up until the time she went missing. That still has me stuck. I'm stuck on that.
Like Alicia just said, and I see that comment, Alicia, I guess it really does all go back to the rug situation, though. And I guess when the dealer, I guess that makes sense. If they're the ones dealing it out, and they're the ones, I mean,
I can
Well,
also confirm that
I was going to say, go ahead.
when it comes to Wexford County, and I know at least three individuals inside of the chat, inside of the panel, can vouch for me. When I was 17, and I'm not going to go into it, there was something that tragically happened to me, and it was on an SA level in Wexford County. From your whole aspect of these older men dating these younger women's, these younger ladies and stuff like that. When it comes to Wexford County and it's brought inside of the court, and I mean, my mom had video proof, she had text messages, she had screenshots for days. I mean, like, the whole living room had every screenshot known command. And they straight up looked at me and told me that I walk like a duck, I talk like a duck, I must be a duck. I was groomed, I was taken advantage of, and I was 17 years old, but back then I had the mental state of a younger kid, if that makes any sense.
I was gonna say you gotta tell them your mental stability too.
Well, back then I wasn't there. I went through a lot of counseling and stuff, so I am completely different. But back then I was not it. I don't really know how to explain it, and I also don't want to get all into detail because it still does hit hard. But back then, the courts completely side-eyed everything, and they let the people walk. And when we had, and I know Shaylin can vouch for me, these people since 2017 have harassed, they've personally attacked my family. And when Wexford County is called about it with screenshots and text messages, even them going after minors in the inspect, they don't care. That Wexford County just goes, oh, well, it's not my problem. If you don't like it, block them. Turn your head around. Shut off your phone.
Those people, that couple, is still walking free in Wexford and babysitting young children.
Oh,
Let's say
wow.
the thing is like they're still letting people ROs loose. They'll give them a little slap on the wrist, say don't do it again, and let them out. But like any other like a small crime, they're getting locked up for 3, 4, 5 months.
And
That's sick.
in university, when all of this went down with Miss Moreland, and put it this way, I wasn't even with her brother at the time, and I got pulled into it. And I didn't even live here at the time. I lived in Mount Pleasant at CMU. So, I mean, and now every time I go to the store or I walk outside my house, I have these people threatening me.
I moved out of Wexford County, and I know this isn't relevant, but this does explain for everybody who's going to come in the comment section. This has nothing to do with Rebecca. However, it does not revolve with Rebecca. It does give a very highlighted, and I want to say that with empathize behind my voice, of what kind of town Wexford County is, which is also Cadillac. If nobody knows what Wexford is, it's Cadillac too. If you, and I don't even care if these people, if you look up Shauna and Alton Graham on Google, y'all could go read it for yourself just to, because like I said, I come with receipts. So if you want to look it up, you could go ahead and look it
I
up.
have the phone that it all happened on too.
But it does, it like, they don't care. So when like somebody comes up and says, oh, well, this person, da 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 da, I mean, I moved out of town and I had these people coming to Mount Pleasant. And if you know where Wexford County is to Mount Pleasant, it's about an hour and a half, if that. And these people were coming to Mount Pleasant to even come see me at my job. And I hadn't spoken to them. I didn't want anything to deal with them.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Question for someone in the chat. I've actually seen a couple of comments about this, and this is for those of you on panel who are from that town, or have lived in that town. The chat was wanting to know if any of you are familiar with a case about someone named Jimmy Strobel or Strobel. Does that ring a bell for you guys?
I'm actually friends with the sister of Jimmy Strobel, and it's still an open case. It's still unsolved, and that's been how many years?
Since 2013, I think.
Yeah, since
What
like
was that case
2013.
almost the same as this one? Did that have something to do with this?
He went missing, and then one day they
Found him in a tree.
hanging in a tree
Oh,
with
Oh my God.
a hose from like a garden hose.
Somebody made a comment. Looks like
For them. What about that couple that went walking or hiking a couple years ago? Was
Hey
I don't
guys,
remember their name.
just so that you know, be careful. You guys are being watched.
Who's
okay.
being watched?
Oh, who's speaking?
That's trust in God.
Oh, I didn't even know they were up here, but who's watching? Let them watch.
I just want to let you guys know that you guys are being watched.
By
Who's
who?
watching us?
And for what?
Like I will say, you're going to have
Okay.
people watching you. And for the people who are watching in the backgrounds,
Let me just first of all, this
it's
isn't my
fine.
first video with a live and people watching me, so let me just say that. Hello.
Hello.
Second of all, people can watch. Be careful what you take as meat. All of my lives are posted on YouTube. I do not spread misinformation, so do know, and my mods keep posting it. All of this is speculation. So yeah, let them watch.
I just wanted to come on here and let you guys know that.
Thank you.
Okay, well, thank you for
Anyone
letting us
said
know
anything
something we were
to
aware of. Is there anything else that you had, or should we drop you? All
Nope, that was it.
right, well, you have a good night.
You too.
I don't think that anybody said anything that's going to be like, oh my God, they're
No, because I wouldn't allow it. Yeah, everything was alleged. I inserted alleged everywhere. I'm not worried, guys.
that's
Hey,
the other
can you
thing with
guys
the
put a
small
one
towns.
in the chat if you're watching? Just let us know. I'm
Wait a
curious.
second. Who was that?
Trust in God.
He used to
He
date Kimmy.
He's the one that was with Kimmy at the bowling alley when Kimmy's sister was missing. That was weird.
Oh, I don't know. That's
Yeah, him coming up here saying you guys are being watched. Who's watching us?
There's a lot of
That would be just one of the other creators that are working the cases. People do that all the time. I mean, it's because Rebecca's best friends in here, so
I
they're
said about
just
Kimmy
streaming it. I mean, it happens all the
wasn't
time.
true.
Thank you guys
Yeah.
for watching. Hopefully that this is bringing like some awareness to you. Hopefully maybe you're gaining some empathy from watching. I appreciate all of you.
You know,
They
my
are.
whole thing is
There's
the
some
misinformation.
investigators that have been a little bit, I'm not going to say like ignorant, but yeah, kind of.
I'll say it. I've been watching the lives. There's some things that I find, um, I'm not going to say who, but I find not okay. But hello.
I got mad at one of the lives the other day and completely left because I was just like, the scientific facts that you guys are spouting are not correct. Like,
Yeah,
someone said that her body would be preserved because it was cold, and I said when she
yeah.
went missing, it was not cold. Not here in Cadillac.
Not even that, but how do you know when
They
she
know. I
actually
could walk outside in shorts. That's when I know
she went
it's
missing?
not.
But it doesn't mean she
Exactly.
was
And
dead
then
the
they
day
said
she went
that
missing.
decomp wouldn't be terrible, and I said that's not true because the weather fluctuated so bad it would have progressed.
Was she stored inside or outside? When did she die? All of that matters. All of that plays a part. None of us know the answer to that. I have seen a lot of creators really try to keep it factual. And props to them, kudos to them. I don't know, a lot of people don't like when you call out other creators, and so I tend to not to, but I've seen a lot be respectful and try and keep it factual. Kudos to them. I followed a couple of them, so then you know who I'm talking about. But I've also seen a lot of creators purposely put out misinformation and lie to their followers. Like, I don't, that's horrible. That's not cool.
I wanted
The
to
other speculation was the freezer.
You see,
read Beck's
it's one thing
comment
to
really quick,
speculate when
y'all,
there's no
if you
proof
don't
that that
mind.
woman was in a freezer. It's one thing to speculate and say, hey, you know what? She could have been put in a freezer. That's pure speculation, and I'm going to say that, and I'm going to say that a million times over. But to say it and then let people run with it as fact and not tell them it's speculation and make sure they know that that's not a fact, that's where your obligation as a creator, if you're going to hold a live like this, you have to let people know. Nothing that Little Bit has said, I haven't vetted her, I have no idea who she is. I let you all know that. I'm truthful. I will let you know when something's a fact, but until then, we're all just a guessing game. But when it comes to the actual facts, we only know that the woman went missing. She showed up dead, what, last week? There was no baby with her. People have been arrested. We don't know how they're connected to the situation or what the charges are yet. And that's really all we know. Everything else is purely speculation. I'm done with my spiel. You guys can go ahead now.
I just wanted to mirror what Beck was saying in the chat. The comment about, giving respect to the people on the panel that are here to share their story. Um, I don't know who's got all the noise in the background, but if you guys don't mind muting, if you're not talking, that would be much appreciated. But I would love to hear more about Rebecca and who she was, and just really anything that the panel members who are grieving her loss would like to share. I would like to give the opportunity for y'all to kind of take the floor and talk about whatever you want to talk about. And just a reminder to the chat to please keep it respectful.
Hey, Tony, I didn't even see you up there.
By the way, whoever said since all of you were Rebecca's best friend, why were any of you at court today? I was.
I was, and I didn't even know her.
Yeah, say we were up there. We've been doing. Oh, get off me. We've been doing the protests. We've been, we have been boots on the ground since pretty much day one.
Yeah, I don't, people need to acknowledge that too, that people are doing their part, just talking about it, bringing awareness. Again, it's just the misinformation you got to be careful with, guys. It's one thing to speculate. This is all speculation, this conversation as of now. So yeah.
So I wanted to maybe I don't know if you guys wanted to talk about the James Strobel thing or whatever, but I think we kind of got a little bit sidetracked by trust in God. I don't know if you guys wanted to touch on that some more or if there was maybe a different subject that you wanted to talk about.
I think.
I'm going to bring up Jesse. Jesse's got a question, I believe.
Okay.
Jesse. Jesse, there? No.
So I have a question. Like, there's rug use and you guys live down the road. Is that like a known home where people know of it, like in the community, as being, that type of place where to go if you want to get that? Or
Honestly, most of the places in Cadillac, there's a lot of them. You mostly know about rug users by the people themselves.
Got you.
okay.
Is Rich a known? Because I mean, his charges show it. That, you know what I mean? Like, I read his charges, so that's not, that's not misinformation. He absolutely, delved in math, and so I'm going by his charges, which is fact. But I feel like everyone is trying to get a piece of Rich. Is he a big timer?
I'm not 100% sure, to be quite honest. I don't really know Rich. Like I said, I don't know of this family. I just kind of got pulled in with knowing somebody else.
Got you. Yeah. Hey, Mandy, did you want to say something?
I did. I have a couple questions for Little Bit. I wanted to go on. How did Courtney threaten you when you were pregnant?
I was pregnant with her husband's nephew's child, and she wanted my child, and I kept telling her
Wait.
no.
Wait, hold on. I got to work this out in my head a second. You were pregnant with Courtney's.
Husband's nephew's child.
So Brad's nephew's child. He's the father of your baby.
Brad's nephew. I was pregnant with Brad's nephew's child. Yes.
Okay. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. Make sure I'm
Did she
getting
get
this correctly.
asking for your baby?
Yes, she wanted my child, and I kept telling her no. It made her mad, so she started threatening me. And then after that, I got close with Becca, and after Becca went missing, I asked her.
I'm gonna interrupt there. What do you mean she wanted? Did she approach you and say, "Hey, let's sit down and have a conversation. I want to raise your baby"? Like, how did that conversation happen? If you don't mind me asking.
She sat me down at her house after I moved in there, and she straight up goes, "Can I raise your child because you are homeless?"
Okay, and then you said no.
Correct, and it just made her mad.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. You carry on.
And after that, she started threatening me, telling me, well, if I didn't give her my kid, she would make me disappear so she could have the kid.
Guys, this is all alleged.
What year
I can't
was
confirm
that?
any of it.
23.
Okay.
I told the cops this.
Okay. You don't. So, was there something with a baseball bat?
No, she threatened me with a gun.
Again, I can't confirm any of this, guys.
The baseball bat was told on a live that that Courtney chased Rebecca out with a baseball bat at one point.
Oh my god.
Okay. Someone just kept mentioning baseball bat in the
Yeah.
in the chat. So
I can't remember who
that's
said
my
it, but it was said that Courtney chased Rebecca out of the yard with a baseball bat. And Little Bit is not Paige. Want to confirm that again.
So you
Little Bit is not Paige.
right. So Little Bit, you became friends with Rebecca after this conversation with Courtney?
Yes.
And how did you meet Rebecca again?
Through Rich.
through Rich, not through Courtney.
The chat is saying that the baseball bat was Paige. She got chased with the baseball bat.
I don't know. Well, Paige isn't here, and so, yeah. How long did you live with Courtney?
A month.
Oh, that's not too bad. How was
Thank God
that?
you were there.
It was horrible.
How did Rich meet Rebecca? Oh, that's a good question.
I'm not exactly sure how Rich and Rebecca met.
Someone is streaming me, Ivory. Let them stream me. I don't care. So you don't know how they met. It's just what, I keep going back to the whole these girls are dating their mother's exes. There's something about that's not sitting right with me. That's just a wild scenario for me.
Okay, I'm sorry. Sawyer, you really need to stop. You don't know my relationship with Little Bit and Mrs. Moreland. So you just gotta stop. You have no idea, just because you and I have had beef before because of the Sebastian Rogers case. You gotta stop. So you gotta stop.
Wait,
But
what?
I will get a hold of you after I pick up my son from wrestling, because they'll tell you right now I have not asked them personal questions at all. They have vented to me, so you don't even know what you're talking about. Thank you. I appreciate you letting me on the panel. My kids come first, so
Yeah, and
Thank
that's
you.
okay.
Understandable.
Yes.
Thank
Thank you.
you
I
for
yes,
coming
appreciate
up.
you.
You.
yes, absolutely. Araya, I will get a hold of you later. Keep your chin up, girl.
Sounds good, and I'm gonna try.
Okay, honey.
Comment section to understand that being nasty is not solving anything either.
Yeah, guys, it's pointless. I mean, at the end of the day, we're all here to bring awareness, talk about Rebecca, the situation, the nastiness between people. It makes no
And
sense, guys.
there's no gatekeeping here because, this is true crime. There's thousands. If you don't like what's being stated, you can leave. But there's no gatekeeping on this case. People have followed it. I appreciate everybody who's given information, searched, whatever the case may be, but everybody does, it's a high profile crime. Everybody has the right to speak on it. It'd be like me saying, "Oh, my grandparents knew Ted Bundy, but you can't talk on Ted Bundy because only I." So these people are living in the town. They have close relations with this family, and they're actually doing us a service to understand who Rebecca was, the family dynamic. So keep it respectful in the chat to them, because they're innocent victims themselves.
And they don't have
There's
to be here,
those
and they don't have
people
to
in the
share.
chat thinking they're gonna get to me. They're streaming you. They're talking about you. This ain't my first rodeo. I don't play that game. So
As
you waste your time and your energy typing it.
as for people watching inside of the chat or like live streamers live streaming, the only reason why they're live streaming is because the majority of the people who have come inside of panels who are from Wexford County or personally know them, what they're trying to do. They're trying to just have a little bit because everybody is just trying to figure everything out. But again, I would like to say, because I haven't said it in a while, as far as it goes with the baby, we are not talking about baby because of the safety of the investigation on the baby. Like I said, I feel like Rebecca would have been found sooner if the false allegations and false information was not said. So to be able to hopefully, because we learned our lesson when it came with Rebecca, we found Rebecca, and I'm happy that we found Rebecca. It's sad for the outcome that we did find Rebecca, but as far as it goes with the baby, and again, out of respect of Ivory's live, I'm gonna say this with a little bit of gratitude and anger in the back of my voice. We are not giving information about the baby. The authorities have already said that TikTok Live jeopardized when it came to Rebecca. Rebecca probably would have been found sooner if people weren't agitizing and dropping down people's throats and just being cruel to the people who did. Like, okay, so the people who are like Shaylan, Caleb, a little bit, myself, we are just here to give people who are not from Wexford County a little bit of insight of what Wexford County is and to be able to help with the false accusations that have been said. And when everybody is personally, especially for Little Bit, when Little Bit comes in here, Little Bit personally knew Rebecca. They were friends. She has from day one sat there and asked, she's done a candlelight for Rebecca. She's went to the search party, and as tiny as this woman is, she screamed her lungs out. So for everybody sitting there saying,
Tiny.
oh, well, this, and
She's
this,
teeny
can
tiny.
we just can we just respect? I'm 5'4" and she doesn't even touch my shoulder. But can we just respect the fact that people, I mean, can you imagine if this was one of your loved ones, whether it be your mother, your dad, your brother, your sister, your husband, your wife, or even one of your babies, somebody who you love? Can you imagine standing in front of somebody and trying to have a hard conversation? Like, so please, please, out of the 788 people that are in this, and for all of the people watching in the background lives, can you please knock it off with the disrespectful, the rude, the hate comments?
Let me jump off the back and say that there's going to be a lot of, in my panel, this is open to anybody who wants to speak, whether we like them or not, whether you like them or not. Anybody who knows her personally, we can't vet that information that they're giving, but we do appreciate that they're giving their perspective on it. And that's exactly what Little Bit is doing. Can I sit there and say that everything Little Bit is saying is absolutely true? No, but I appreciate her telling her story, and it's whether or not you decide to take it or leave it. There ain't no facts that we can give here. There's nothing I can do to vet this information, but we do thank her and appreciate her time for giving us a little bit of the backstory and a little more understanding to what the story is. So I just wanted to put that out there.
I do have a quick question for Wexford County people. Did anybody else see the snitch updated list?
Yes, I
Yeah,
did.
I have. Somebody put it on Facebook.
Let me in. What's a
Half
snitch?
of those people are dead. Some
So
of
the
those people
snitch
are dead.
list, the snitch list, and I can send it to you. I will message you when I get off because I personally do have it. And I do want to jump in on this one because I personally am talking to somebody who is inside of the jail that I seen was on the snitch list, and I was like, yeah, why are you on the snitch list, homie? Like, please explain. Rebecca's name was on the snitch list. It is a whole bunch of names from Wexford County, and I know at least two of them that are in regards to Uggs. And for the people who are asking what Uggs are, put a D in front of the Uggs, and you should understand where we're going with. For TikTok purposes, we have to use certain words.
You forgot the R in there too.
It's people who rat on each other for lesser charges.
Yeah. Oh, and is it true that both Rebecca and Rich are on that?
Yes.
Rebecca's name was on it, so was Richard's.
Does anybody have that
Rebecca's
list
name
that
was on it. I saw the list.
I have it. Hold on a second. I can try to bring it up.
I was gonna say if you want to green screen it, we can put you in the big box, or if you want to
Somebody
email
email it
it
to
to
me?
Ivory.
And then where does this list come from?
Yeah, who
Nobody is 100% sure where the list is actually coming from.
I just found out about it.
Here you
So
go.
I mean, I'd like to even point out the fact that
in the town.
the people that are, that whole snitch list. It's like, so you're telling me if
I
you were
put the list
facing a
up.
lifetime in prison, and they said if you snitch on this person, we will give you this much time. Nobody's going to take that. Dude, I know for a fact, like 10 people right now that will be like, okay, you know what? Yeah, I don't want to sit in prison for the rest of my life. Here's the names.
Can I just ask a question?
Hey, I'm sorry, I forgot you up there. Yeah, go ahead, feel free.
Hey, no. First of all, I just want to appreciate everybody on here, and I appreciate the people who did know Rebecca and coming forward and just telling their stories and the people they knew. That takes a lot of courage to do so, and So the people on here that's being disrespectful, that's you shouldn't be on here. You know, everybody's just trying to help each other and figure out what's going on. That's just my 2 cents. I did have a question though. I've just recently started following this and watched a few of the live people that were doing watching the crime scene, and I know we really can't say much, but I was curious as to where we are up to, I guess, at this point right now, as far as things going on, and maybe if there's been any more press releases from the police of what they have found so far
So as far
from
as
their
I know,
investigation.
they have not given any more press releases. They're refusing to give a lot of information. The only thing I know to be fact was that she was found. The baby was not found with her. I know it was a couple of miles away in the forest that she was found. Um, and as for arrests, I know Courtney and Brad were arrested last night. They're arraigned tomorrow at 10:30, and that Kimberly and Rich are still in custody. But other than that, I don't know that we know very much more.
Oh, great.
To be
Great.
fact.
Thank you so much. And I'll just keep listening and try and stay, not chime in.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank y'all again so much for keeping us updated on what you
Absolutely.
can.
So that's the snitch list.
Yes, which
Where do you find this snitch list? Is it like just something posted on Facebook? Did someone email you? Is it on a
I
police website?
I don't know how this Melissa Shackduck, I feel like I'm slithering her name. I don't know how I even popped up to it, but I was scrolling through Facebook and it popped up and I screenshotted it because I'm not going to say the person's name, but I personally know somebody who is currently inside of jail for doing UGs. And that's the reason why I screenshotted it was because I sent it to the person on Messenger or JPay and was like, "Hey, I got a question," because I wanted to know, not that the person would give it out, but I wanted to know like what it was or where it even came from. And that individual said he does not know where it came from or what it is about. And like people said inside of the comments, the cops are not just gonna randomly toss out a hit list, basically, is what this is, because that just gives a whole
Yeah.
list of names of people who, so on and so forth. If you know what I'm going at without saying it, it just gives a whole list of people who either ratted out to get a lower sentence or to make it so that way they didn't even have a sentence.
No, I think a corrupt person basically on the inside leaked it as like
There,
a revenge thing.
yeah,
Yeah, this
like
just
she
seems
said,
like
there
more of a
is
hit list for the town than it does an actual snitch list.
there is conversations, and again, this is a legend because I don't know if it's actually true, but there is a rumor going around that that Wexford County is corrupt and that there is a lot of stuff being investigated on the outside of Rebecca's case that has come into light with the Rebecca case. So
I'm gonna jump in right there. Wexford County is corrupt. I'm pretty sure not too long ago there was a judge being investigated and all of his cases had to be reopened here in Cadillac.
Whoa.
Including yours, Shar. Just, you might want to get a hold of your mom on that one.
oh, I definitely will be because again, not Ivory. I'm not gonna say I don't want to disrespect your live, but I do have people inside of the comments that were before they were shut off. Thank you for shutting that off because I'm over here like shaking. As far as it goes with the stuff that I said, um I will not give any more detail on my case. It was trauma that happened to me and I am still recovering from it. I still
You
do
don't need
see
to speak
counseling,
on your
so
information at all. That's not
but
neither here nor there.
yep,
Please don't feel. I
I've
mean,
said it
you
a
have.
couple of times. I've said it a couple of times in life because or on my lives, and if you know, you know. If you don't, out of respect of Ivy, I'm not going to say it, but it was a very touchy situation, and it did prove that Wexford County is completely work backwards. I'm also going to say, because I know that people are watching me in the background, and again, I don't care if you hate me, I don't care if you unfollow me. At the end of the day, I really don't care. I am me, you are you, and I don't expect everybody to like me. When people were walking in through the house, I did make a call because I was worried about that person's safety, and it was told that nobody is walking through the home. When excruciating messages, and especially this one, when the excruciating messages of Rebecca Park was given out on live, that was so disrespectful. 100% disrespectful. And when I had made that call in tears, because that is how I found out, beside the people actually messaging me telling me that Rebecca was found, I went to go get on live or on TikTok, and I was just scrolling, and I found out how she was allegedly found. That alone can shatter somebody's heart, and I do say it with a tear inside of my eye. That is not a way that is not a way that somebody should find out that their loved one was found. And for somebody to put that on social media from being somebody who is close to somebody in the case, like Rhea and Caleb, that was so freaking disrespectful. And I did call and say that that was being put on live. And Wexford County straight up told me on the phone that if I didn't like it, to turn off my phone. And at that point, it wasn't even about me finding out that excruciating information. That was for the loved ones watching and trying to get updates, because Courtney and Brad and everybody else is lying. They manipulate, and everybody just wanted the truth. And for somebody to post that was disgustingly so freaking disrespectful.
If you're talking
That's
about the
like
picture, though,
posting
that's been
something.
proven AI.
That's like posting that a loved one died without telling the rest of the family.
Yeah.
Are you talking about the picture?
No, I'm not talking
Okay,
about the
because that
picture.
was proven to be AI.
Yes, that is AI. That was that was proven. I am talking about how they said that she was found. Like, I'm not gonna say it because it's disturbing and it's disrespectful.
I was
Yeah.
highly triggered by the description myself. I totally understand, and I am so very sorry that you guys had to discover that information on a live stream. I can only imagine how much more salt that put in the wound for you.
I threw my phone and I got off my phone for 2 days because I wanted
It was
to. I
definitely
wanted to scream
traumatizing.
and shout. It was, yeah, it was traumatizing. It 100% was traumatizing. It, I mean, and for the people watching in the background and everybody watching inside of the live, when you're talking about this, or when you're giving information, I want you to take a step back and kind of ask yourself, is this the information I would want somebody to give out about my loved one? Is this the information and how I would want me to find out about, like, when somebody said that she was found? I'm going to say a lie because I'm not going to say the truth, but say she had a blue hat on, okay? And but with graphic detail, is that, before you post that online, if you had a loved one missing, is that how you would want to find out that your loved one is missing?
Yeah.
Because
Just
I sure the hell don't. I would
yeah.
want the cops and the authorities to approach me and tell me that. So yes, that was very disrespectful.
That's wild.
I don't think that was their intent, though.
No, yeah. Sometimes though, she's right. I think you have to take a step back and really think it out before you do it, and do it with a little more truth. Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
I know some people were asking about how Rich and Becca met. Early on, it was said when Becca was living with Paige, because Rich is Paige's uncle, he came over to fix the well or fix some kind of appliance, some kind of something. And that's how they met.
Maybe. Yeah.
Rich was not Paige's uncle. Paige
Well,
and
he's
Rich,
something to Paige.
he was nothing to him, honestly. He was just a friend to her that she was screwing behind Rebecca's back.
See, without Paige here, then that we
Yeah.
have Paige here for that comment. Otherwise, we can't.
That's
Really, but
another thing.
on that note, it is 6:30. I gotta go get my kids dinner. I will be back on live at 9 o'clock tonight. So hopefully you all come back and join me. But I do have to get going. Everybody on the panel, I really do appreciate your time. Little bit, I can't tell you how much I appreciate you being on here.
Thank you.
This more,
And
yeah.
thank you for everything you've done.
Um,
And I think all the creators have done a phenomenal job. I think had the creators not done all they did, they would not have gotten a fire up under Wexford's
Oh yeah,
rear
they
end.
put pressure on
So
law
I
enforcement.
they do.
Absolutely.
Wexford saying they
I do-
needed this to get them to move forward.
Yeah.
I do want to say for the big creators, I really do feel because cops can't really do so much. They have to wait for like rules and they have to they have to go step by step. So I do really feel that some of the creators, and you guys know who I'm talking about, with them hounding in the way that they did it. I mean, I'm pretty sure that you guys did do a really good job when it came to, because I'm sorry to say, but it didn't start coming out until somebody hounded Kimmy, and then she was like, well, my mom did it. And that's when everything just kind of went bam and everything exploded. So the big creators out there, you guys did do a phenomenal job. And as much as people say you're not the police, I honestly feel inside of my heart, if it wasn't for them hounding the people that they hounded and allowing them people inside of their box, Rebecca would not have been found. And that is very sad. But again, like I did say inside of Ivory, sorry, I feel like I always say your name wrong. Like I did say inside of the live when I first joined, it kind of goes back to the Rebecca Park case. When, live people were doing protests and we were videotaping it and being like, look, we're not going to shut up. We have a voice for these missing people. So it does hit home to some people. And again, thank you for allowing us to come inside of your bubble and have your thing and have a voice.
Absolutely. Thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate it. Thank you to everybody. Thank you to all my mods for keeping the chat nice and clean. It was pretty clean, and I really do appreciate all the work that you guys do. So thank you so much. And guys, again, I will be back on tonight at 9. So hopefully I'll see you then. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
See you there.
So thank you so much. And guys, again, I will be back. Hopefully I'll see you then. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
See you there.